Okay, guys, I'm going to go back over this a little bit. This is what we talked about today in class, but because I can't be here on Wednesday, I want to go back over a little bit so you have just a way to remind yourselves, okay? So, I'm in Google Classroom. I'm going to click on this link, Imagine Easy Scholar. Now, here's the thing. If you were already here, you already have this extension up here in the top right. You should already have this extension. And you should have already logged in and gotten yourself all set with the coupon code and everything for Imagine Easy Scholar. If you are not here to do that, then you want to check with somebody who was. Okay, so if we click on this, it's going to take us to this assignment because I linked it right through there. So remind yourself, this is the assignment, this is the steps, these are things you need to know, and if you didn't read it through before, now's the time to do that, okay? Anyway, once you've decided what it is you want to look up, then you need to do some research. So I gave you some sites, and here's a bunch of sites to look at. This one right here, and pay particular attention to this, it's one site, but there are like so many essays in there. Not essays like research papers with MLA, but essays where people have shared their knowledge and wisdom, and it's been recorded in writing. These are all sources that you can use. Or you can use this interactive poll. Or you can use this article about women in Afghanistan or the rights, or even see if there's anything interesting that you need for your paper from this interview with the author. You are not persuading anybody of anything. You are simply explaining and informing about what is going on in Afghanistan today with regard to your particular issue. So if we click on this, hello, interrupter. If we click on this link right here, it's going to take us to this Afghan women's writing project, okay? And the home page is going to look probably different tomorrow because it changes every day, but it'll look something like this. So what I do is I click right here. See where it says latest essays? I click right there. Now this is going to take me to all the things that we need. This is the point where I told you you can do Control F, or if you have a Mac, you would do Command F. And again, the example is if I'm looking up Taliban. Nope, this is what I want. If I'm looking up Taliban, all I have to do is type it into that search box. It's going to tell me how many times I see it. It's going to highlight it, and it's going to tell me where those are on the page. Now, if I don't see what I want, I might just have to rethink my search term. Okay, so anyway, there's that. Once I get my article, and there's something that I read that I need to know, and I think is going to be important in my formulating my informative statement, then I will come over here and, well, actually, I'm going to go up to this Imagine Easy cloud, like this thought bubble. All right, I'm going to click on that. Now, it has this assignment coming up because it's the only one I'm logged in for, right? So now look at this. If I copy that, just highlight it, all of a sudden it shows up over here in this note card. Now, I can determine what color I want this note card to be. All right, that's kind of up to you. Whatever, that's just personal preference. So, if I click here on Open Note Card in Scholar, so here's where the magic happens with the Imagine Easy, and this is why we're doing it, okay? If I open up this note card, it has the quote right here, okay? The quote is, "It has become widely held belief that I am not alone in the ship of corruption, and even if I stop, another person will continue." So what I do here with my idea, I put in my thoughts about what this means. So if I look at this quote, I feel like what this quote is saying, that it's okay to be corrupt because others are. That's what I think it's saying. Now, that's just my thoughts about it. If I'm going to paraphrase it, then I'm going to say the quote is, There is a belief in Afghanistan corruption is okay because it is so widespread. Now, why is it important to do these things, guys? This is the key. First of all, a lot of times students choose a quote. They just shove it into the paragraph. They're not really sure what it means exactly or whether or not it's fitting what they're saying or if it's fully explained. So they just sort of shove it into their paragraph. Well, when you follow this procedure right here, this is the part that's so important, the my idea part. So often when teachers are looking at students' quotes, we're saying, okay, but so what? Like, why does that matter? Why does that quote fit your paper and what does it all mean? That's what the my idea is for, and that's the stuff that should go into your paragraphs, okay? And then the paraphrase is because sometimes you don't want a direct quote. Sometimes you want to just put it in your own words. You'll still give credit to it, but sometimes you just want to put it in your own words. These note cards have you do all of that. The one thing I didn't show you is if you want to give it a different name. All right. Right now the name of this is just the top of it. So maybe we just say corruption. I don't know. Pardon all my typos. Okay. So now we save this quote. Boom. All right. And then if I go back to that article and I find something else that I like, then I can do the same thing. Now, I might keep them the same color because they're from the same article maybe. That's totally fine. Or I might change the color if I have some other system. But notice this. This citation is already completed. Okay? It's already completed. Now, I go back to Notebook. And now I have two note cards that I can work with. So here's the deal, guys. We're doing these note cards because it's so important that you begin to really be conscious about the information you gather, that you are able to really sustain an opinion with good solid support, that A, you understand, and B, makes sense, and that you're able to articulate why it all works together. That's what we're doing here, and that's what Imagine Easy Scholar is going to help you to do with this particular paper. All right. The assignment is all right here, and I will be adding to this tonight point values for things so that you'll know how much of all these things are worth. Please email me if you have questions, and I will try to get to it. In the meantime, I hope this video helps, and I will definitely see you Thursday. Okay, guys, take care.